sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle. It's carry-on. Snowed under by the defense. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll hold it up and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they... Down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. This is a designed run. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to get outside. Running into the open space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. The option look. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point.
Kicking score. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Miranda. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. Oh, he missed it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do that.
That's a foul on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Etienne. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll line up to go for two. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Good timing on the quick out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's...
Touchdown, Bama! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the... Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
14.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's locked. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Woodside. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Etienne. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Woodside. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palma, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Bama. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Now from inside the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wants to go up top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Calls his own number. Finds some fresh air. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Woodside. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now rolling to the left. Lets it fly on the move. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Using his feet to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Etienne. Bringing the heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Burden. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got him, and nobody's close. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught close to the marker, it's Miranda. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Etienne. Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense in press coverage. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking for room at the 40. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Finds a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached a break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the option. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 now. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs cut on.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Slithers into space. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. He's up to 107 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Etienne. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
There he goes. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Got it in the middle with Miranda. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to adjust the pattern. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Burden. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
That keeps the score. Washington, 52. Alabama, 41.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Woodside. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go. When you're ranked in the top 5, you're very... Back to pass, it's Berry. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Gets it out quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Toss sweep right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, no! How about this for starting field position? First and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Got room at the 35. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best.
Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Florida State!
Let's go. Right.
Looking to pass, it's Sperry. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Shepard. And he's gonna be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Shepard.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy with...
Breaks into the open. The 20. 10. Touchdown Seminoles. He got... Quarterback may change this route. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out. Makes it past the marker. He's loose on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the... Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll run the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he slipped. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! No midseason concentration lapse. He might want another play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida State. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up the first down, still moving. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And some room to work. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. This time, there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. And long from the 28. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's in. He wants to change this route. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. The toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to get outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be